Hello, 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 and welcome back. More math. Today we're going to be doing subtraction using 10 frames. So I'm going to start off by putting some objects on my 10 frame, and you all have 10 frames at home as well. I sent them with some of your supplies, although I believe you only have one 10 frame, I think, and so maybe if you have a copy machine at home, a printer, your parents can make another copy or print out a 10 frame online. A double 10 frame is what this is called. Because this is 10 and this is 10 more, it's called a double 10 frame. Okay, so I'm going to fill my 10 frame with some little puffer fish here. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I've got 11 puffer fish there. And so I'm going to roll my dice. I'm just going to roll this big, soft foam dice. And I'm going to take away 2 of them. So I'll take away, we will always want to take away from the bottom 10 frame first. So I'll take away 1. And since there's none left there, I'll take 1 from the top 10 frame. 2, okay? So I had 11. I took away 2. Now how many do I have left? Well, when I do it on a 10 frame, it's so easy to see that I've got 9 because we're 1 short of a full 10 frame. How we write that as a subtraction sentence is 11 minus 2 equals 9. Okay, let's try again, but this time let's use 12 objects. And I could roll my dice again and practice and do it over and over and over. Okay, 10, 11, 12. Let me get my eraser. Handy dandy little eraser that I brought from school. Okay, we've got 12. I'm going to roll my dice. Okay, that was a 6. It landed on a 6, so that's fine. We'll use that. Okay, so now we're going to take away, starting from the bottom 10 frames. So we're going to take away 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll just leave my puffer fish over here. Okay, we started with 12. And we took away 6 of them. And that leaves us with how many? Easy to see on our 10 frames, 6. But it's important for you to practice flashcards and have these addition and subtraction facts committed to memory. So if you don't have flashcards, which everyone should, but some of you don't, and I know that Madison's are in her locker because I see them every time I open her locker. Get your parents to buy you a set of flashcards or make your own flashcards, which you totally could do, okay? All right, so 12 minus 6 is 6, okay? Now let's try it again. This time we're going to start with 13. One more. I don't have 13 yet, do I? Now I have 13, okay? I'm going to roll my dice, and I rolled a 3, so 13 minus 3, I'm going to take 3 away from the bottom 10 frame, and what does that leave us with? Easy to see, 10, because 13 minus 3 equals 10. It's kind of like I took away the 3 ones. I took away the 3 ones, which left us with 10. Can you see how that worked out? Okay. All right. Let's try it again. This time we're going to do it with 14. Another puffer fish down here. I'm going to roll my dice, and I got a 5. So again, I'm going to take away from the bottom 10 frame first. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to take from the end of this 10 frame. I don't want to take from the beginning of it. Okay, we want to always work from left to right whenever we're reading. Okay, so then what's left? 9. Easy to see because we're 1 short of a full 10 frame there. So I had 14 and I took away 5, and that equals 9. Okay, all right. Now let's fill it up again, but this time let's fill it up to 15. See how I'm carefully filling in my 10 frame from left to right, okay? I'm going to roll my dice, and I got a 1. And that's okay, we can do that, because if I had 15 and I take away 1, now what do I have? 14. That should be easy for you. We know that if we take away 1, the answer is just the number that comes before the number we started with. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing now, but this time I'm going to use 16 puffer fish. I'm going to roll my dice, and I got a 3. So if I take away 3 of these, I'm going to take away from the very bottom first. 1, 2, 3. I'll slide them over here. I had 16, and I took away 3, and that equals 13. See how we did that? If you just look at the ones place, you can see that a 6 minus a 3, because these are both in the ones place, is a 3. And we didn't do anything to the 10. We still have the 10, right? Okay, so 16 minus 3 is 13. Now we're going to start with, you guessed it, 17. 17 puffer fish. Okay, I'm going to roll my dice, and I got a 3. So 17 minus 3, let me write that down before I start pulling puffer fish away. 17 minus 3 is 1, 2, 3, is 14. And you might notice that if I just look at the ones, 7 minus 3 is 4. And I didn't do anything with the 10, did I? No. Okay, let's try it again, but this time let's start with, you guessed it, 18. One more little pufferfish there. Okay, 18. So there's our double 10 frame with 18 pufferfish. Roll the dice. Whoa, he got kicked out. And we got a 3. So we're going to take away these last 3 first. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're taking them away first. And what are we left with? 18 minus 3 is equal to 15. And because we only took away 3, the 8 minus the 3 is 5, and we didn't do anything with the first set of 10. Okay, now on your worksheets, they're going to have these objects already filled in for you on the paper, so you won't be able to pick any of them up and take them away. But what you're going to do is you're going to do what they tell you, and if they tell you you have 15 puffer fish and 3 of them swam away, then what you can do is you can just cross them off. 1, 2, oh, sorry, 3. Maybe I just need to mark the fish. 1, 2, 3. 3 of them swam away. How many are left? 10, 11, 12. Okay, you still can write the subtraction problem. 15 minus 3 equals 12. Okay, now you can't always subtract just the ones place, because if you have to subtract something big from something small, we can't do that. So for right now, we're not going to do that, but we'll learn that later on. Okay, all right, for example, let's say that we start with just 12 puffer fish. We're going to roll the dice. Hold on, let me roll again. Again. Stop giving me that number. Okay, we have 12 puffer fish, and I need to take away 4. 12 puffer fish, and I'm going to take away 4. We know that we can't take 4 away from 2. If you only have 2 of something, you can't take 4 away from 2 because there aren't 4. That doesn't work for us right now, okay? So we can't work that one like that. So 12 take away 4, think about backing this up 2, and if you back this up to 2 more, because remember that your 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you back up at least 2 spaces, 2 of the spots, that gets us 12 minus 2 is 10. And then if we back up 2 more, which we need to, then 10 minus 2 is 8. Okay, so on your worksheet, you would just do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then if you look at what's left, then you can see that there are 8 pufferfish left. 12 minus 4 is 8. Okay, so this is just another way to show you. Okay, and you're going to see these subtraction problems in little story problems also. For example, if I said to you that there was a school of 13 pufferfish, 5 of them got scared and swam away. It was a school of 13 pufferfish. 5 of them got scared and swam away. Minus means away, or counting backwards on the number line. How many were left? Okay, well, there are several ways you can work this out. Drawing a picture is always good, and then you can cross off objects, except we don't always have time to draw pictures. You can count backwards by counting dots, and we've talked about dots on numbers before, so we would say 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. That's where the dots are on a 5. You could do it on a number line, count backwards on a number line, okay? So 13 minus 5 is 8. And let me remove or cross off. Either way, we can remove them. We'll remove them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 13 minus 5 is 8. And just the more you practice these, the easier it'll be, okay? So you can't take away 8 from 5, and you can't take away 5 from 3. So we couldn't just do the ones place here and move the 10 over. That wouldn't work for us, okay? Let's try another one. Let's say that there were, I had spaghetti for lunch, and I dropped a bunch of spaghetti sauce on me. I got 14 spots on my shirt. Notice I'm filling in from the top, from left to right. But when we take away, we'll go the opposite direction. I got 14 spots of spaghetti sauce on my shirt, and my mom could only get out 3 of them. How many spots are still on my shirt? She could only get out 3 of them. Okay, I had 14. She could only get 3 of the spots out. How many spots were still left in my shirt? 11. Okay, so that's the way we use a 10 frame, and you can use your 10 frame at home, and I sent you those little colored discs that we have in one of your packets, so you can use those as well, okay? And the last thing today is a little game that you can play. If we were in the classroom, we would definitely play it together. Before we get started, do you notice anything different? We have had this little sign in my family for probably 60 or 70 years. And I don't know, it was passed down to me. Can you tell what it says on the air? Mr. Radcliffe has saved this sign from my family and decided we needed to use it when I'm making videos for you all. So here it sits. It's my new partner in making videos for y'all, so you can be looking for it. Okay, our game that we're going to play is called whole part part or part part whole. We know that a whole number is made up of two smaller parts. So you can take turns drawing cards, or you could use playing cards and put a card down, and then someone else has to make the two parts to it. Or you can make the two parts for it. For example, if I had an 8, then it could be made up of a 2 and a 6, because 6 plus 2, 6, 7, 8. 6 plus 2 or 2 plus 6 is 8. I could also use, I had 2 more cards here and I must put them back in my pile. I could also use a 5 and a 3, because 5 plus 3 equals 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. If you don't have enough cards, you could use cards. For example, if we used this one, and you could use tokens. Now this makes it really easy because you can slide them around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then you could put the rest over here. That's pretty easy to do. 10, 11, 12. Do you see how I started to count on? I didn't start over. After 9, I counted on. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So here I've got 9 and here I've got 6. 9 plus 6 is 15. If you don't have any counters or any Lego figures or LOLs or anything else, you could always take a pencil, dry erase marker, whatever you have on hand, and you could write numbers. Another combination for 15 could be 11 and 4. Okay? And you know the fact family for 11 and 4. Let me write it in a little bit darker marker. 11 plus 4 equals 15. 4 plus 11 equals 15. 15 minus 11 equals 4, and 15 minus 4 equals 11. And when you know the addition combinations, it's easier to come up with the missing number in a subtraction problem, or to come up with the difference in a subtraction problem. If you know 11 and 4 and 15 go together, when you see a 15 and 11, you're going to know that it's 4. Okay, so that's the end of our math lesson today, and the next slide will tell you what math page that you should do for today. So I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time. Bye.